didn't go to school to become a musician. I went to school. I have a degree from Wayne State University, but actually, like I said, I picked up my music on my own. I'm a self-taught musician.
Hey, crank that damn. Why me crank my Why me do? Hey, crank that damn. Why me crank my Why me do? Hey, crank that damn. Why me crank my Why me do? Hey, crank that damn. Watch me crank my damn.
Grew up on the east side of Detroit. I really was exposed to traditional African-American church music, grew up listening to blues and lots of other music. Didn't realize until I got to Wayne State University how special that music was. So really, I made a career out of going back and finding music that, for the most part, a lot of people in my own culture have neglected. Like a little fiddle, mandolin, instrument called the quills, and a few other miscellaneous instruments. I've worked with agents before, but for the most part, because part of my area of interest is that I'm a father and I'm a husband, and I really don't want to be on the road all the time. I've tended to do my own booking or my own marketing because I can be in control of it. Usually, if you are working with an agent, they keep you busy because if you're not busy, they can't make money. And I really had no desire to wake up in a hotel room in Utah and wonder where I was or why I was there. I prefer to hang around home and see my kids grow up. Maybe as they get a little bit older, I might start to go on the road a little bit more.
I went down to the crossroads and I fell out on my knees. Well, I went down to the crossroads and I fell out on my knees. Well, Lord have mercy, well, on poor Bobby few please. I went down to the crossroads and I tried to flag it right. I went down to the crossroads and I tried to flag it right. Nobody seemed to know me, oh, now everybody passed me by.
Well, it's all over the place. I mean, I've had older people say that, the music I played reminds them of stuff that they grew up with. I've recently had a kid, I think he was in about the 4th grade, walked up and said, "Oh man, you play the guitar really well. Have you ever played Guitar Hero?" And I'm like, "No." He said, "I think you'd be really good at it." So for him, that was a high compliment. I was like, wow.
Have you ever tried to play video games?
Well, I met B.B. King, and I had a chance to open for him a few years ago. He's a great gentleman. He's a great ambassador for music. But really what I do is a little bit different than what he does. I probably would say that, if I had to compare myself to somebody, it'd probably be more like somebody like Bob Dylan, who tries to take an image or a message to people, not necessarily, you don't necessarily leave his concert thinking, man, I heard all these unbelievable riffs. Hopefully you leave his concert thinking about what the words said, what the images were, what the music conveyed. So maybe somebody like that.